From the Arena Sports Network, this is the ALR Express, presented by Sowers Ford Lincoln Mercury.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the ALR Express, presented by Sowers Ford Lincoln Mercury in Michigan City. Alvin Washington checking in once again. Hope everybody's keeping warm, especially up here in the Midwest, because it is cold than a Negro. Woo! It is cold. Like negative 15 wind chill cold. Yeah. Glad it's not negative 50 wind chill cold like what I saw last year, but it is cold, as my partner in crime would say. That notwithstanding, interesting stuff going on in the NFL that we'll get to, including one very big announcement that we're going to go into depth on today, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But we're not going to start with that. At least not yet. But you can chime in. Hit us up on the tweet deck at ASN Plus or at Arena Sports Net. Hashtag Afternoon Locker Room. You can also call us 573-200-6505. And, of course, the ever popular Facebook page, The Afternoon Locker Room. What I want to start with today happens to be 2 hours, or well, not that long. Good Lord, not that long. Boy, we'd be all day with that nonsense. 2 minutes and 36 seconds of just pure, unadulterated head scratching that probably will warm everybody's hearts except a certain few around a certain institution in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Ladies and gentlemen, courtesy of the world-famous Paul Feinbaum Show on the SEC Network, here again is Phyllis from Mulga. You'll love this.
Phyllis from Mulga is next.
Hey, Paul.
Hi.
First of all, hey, cow turd, you better shut your freaking mouth. You understand me, you little weasel? Let's have a bowl game of our own. We could call it the Cow Turd Bowl. And you can, I guess I'll walk away with a stink award. But, Paul, let me ask you something. Do you think that Alabama played mediocre teams this year? Do you think any of the teams
No, I
that
don't think.
Alabama played
I didn't
good?
think they played. I mean, they beat the number one team in the country, but you know, where is Mississippi State going to finish is really what most people are going to ask. I mean, Alabama played the schedule it had. They had no control over the schedule at the time. Alabama played a number of teams. They were good, but the SEC West, cliche of the year, cannibalized itself. But the SEC West was a disaster in the postseason, which is what people remember going into the next year.
Well, I don't care what people remember.
All LSU had to
Alabama
do
won-
was win its
Alabama
bowl
won
game.
12
I mean,
games,
Auburn had to
Paul.
win its
they
bowl
won
game.
the SEC championship.
Okay.
That was a great feat.
Okay.
I don't care what anybody thinks.
Hey, Phyllis.
Cow Turd or anybody else.
Phyllis.
Canal, you name them. I don't care what they think. Alabama was good this year. Alabama played their hearts out. They won 12 freaking games. You can't take that away from them, Paul. My God, yes, they're not going to vie for the national championship. They lost last night, but I'm proud. I'm proud of every single game they won this year. And I don't care what the naysayers say. They can kiss my butt. I really don't care. But Alabama is still going to be the team to beat. Next year, we are loaded, people. So is the SEC. So come this way. Just come this way
Phyllis.
One more time. How about the SEC
Phyllis,
when it was
explain
riding its
explain this to
glory?
explain.
When you wrote the book, Paul, SEC was riding high. A few games cannot make the SEC look bad. You hear me, Cowtard? The SEC don't look bad, not because of something you say. Nobody's going to take your word at heart. I certainly am not. I'm proud of Bama. Thank you, Bama, for the season you've had. I will never forget it, and I'm looking forward to next year. And, Paul, Bama did great. I'm proud of them. And roll damn Tide. That's all I can say is roll Tide. Bye.
Thank you, Phyllis.
Oh, goodness gracious. You gotta love Phyllis from Moga, Alabama. One thing you cannot say about her is that she doesn't love her Alabama Crimson Tide. Man, whew, I can only imagine. How these same student athletes that are helping the CFP and NCAA Division 1A football, the FBS division, make all this money hand over foot, will they see a piece of that? I don't know. But each passing moment and each little twist and turn in this presents a very interesting caveat that could maybe lead up to that one day. We don't know at this point. But it is an absolutely great move on the part of the CFP to make sure that everyone who has a young son involved in this game be able to see them. And there's enough seats in AT&T Stadium for that to happen. It is more than enough. So kudos to the college football playoff committee on that. Some other news across the world of sports. Just talking about Jameis Winston. How about the woman that just won't go away? It looks like his alleged accuser is now filing a civil suit against his soon-to-be alma mater, Florida State University, calling FSU, quote, a hostile environment. What? Environment. The unnamed woman's attorneys allege that FSU's athletic department deliberately concealed the reported rape from the rest of the university and didn't properly investigate the allegations as required by federal Title IX laws. Now, again, All of this is going back to the alleged December 2012 incident in which twice evidence came up exonerating Jameis Winston from any wrongdoing. And on top of that, if you remember us talking about the conduct code hearing that he had last month, he actually defined what exactly happened or what allegedly happened at particular to other whoever is this woman's friend might be starting to step back a little bit from homegirl. I don't know. We'll just see when it comes across. Another pro to college move. Welcome to next year. NFL news, Odell Beckham is going to have a fun time down in Arizona, not necessarily for the Super Bowl, but for the week prior to that. He has been now named as an alternate replacement for Calvin Johnson of Detroit at the Pro Bowl. Considering all those crazy catches he's been making the last half of the season, everybody's going to see this rookie do his thing. He just might show out in front of the Pro Bowl folk. I don't know. Let the boy do what the boy gonna do. A little bit of dissension between the city of St. Louis and the St. Louis Rams brass. Apparently, the city's trying to reach out to the Rams to try and help them stay in the city, and the Rams are like, I don't know if we want to kick. According to reports in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, city officials said that the owner of the Rams isn't returning their calls, so they plan to work directly with the NFL on efforts to keep a team, any team, in St. Louis.
Burns Harbor, Valparaiso, Chesterton, South Bend, or Portage. There is no comparison to the other dealers around town to Sowers Ford Lincoln in Michigan City. Get your best price on Ford trucks, Focus, F-150, Explorer, Escape, and Lincoln MKS, MKT, and more, as well as Fiesta, Fusion, Taurus, and Mustang. We welcome you to Sowers Ford Lincoln dealership in Michigan City, Northwest Indiana's newest Ford Lincoln dealer. We place the highest emphasis on our customers. We offer new and used Ford and Lincoln vehicles, parts, service, and used cars, including Focus, Fiesta, and more. For more information, drop by 3930 Franklin in Michigan City, Indiana, or visit them online at SowersAuto.com. Sowers Ford Lincoln, Northwest Indiana's newest Ford Lincoln dealer.